Wow, there's got to be some type of big fish here. Holy crap. I just went to the car to get a new battery, and I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna go ahead and get in the mix. Hey, welcome back everybody. It's your boy Bueno with Cast and Battle. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Tampa native who just likes to fish, and I'm recording it. Today I'm going to be fishing the Hillsborough River. I don't really fish this very often, but I've been seeing a lot of fishermen be very successful. So I'm going to throw some topwater plugs, some spooks, and see what's up. See if I can get on some tarpon or snook or anything out here. I'm not really sure what's in the river. I wouldn't probably eat anything out of it, but we're gonna try to get on some fish. It's early in the morning. We just had one of the first or second cold snaps of the fall, so gonna try to get on some fish and see if I can throw some NLBNs if the top water's not working, and I'm excited to see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm walking down to the river. Gonna be using some topwater plugs. Start off with a spook. The setups that I'm using today are a 3000 Daiwa ballistic with a star rod stellar light. It's one of my newer setups, new to me. And then I have a 2500 Daiwa ballistic with a medium fast Bulls Bay rod. It's one of my favorite. Daiwa is probably one of my favorite brands. And they're both 15-pound test braided line, and I'm using 30-pound test fluorocarbon Yaziri leader. So I'm gonna fish this river for some top waters. Here's what they look like. I don't know if you can see that. So this is a Spook Junior, and this is some brand that I bought. I'm not really sure what brand it is, but it's like it's kind of soft with like maybe like a flare on the back of it. So I've never used this one. This one makes noise. Everybody knows what a spook is, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get on some fish. I'm excited. Should be interesting. I think I'm gonna start over here. Downwind? Yeah, I think downwind might be. I think downwind might be the big move. See if they're chewing this morning. See if I can get them on the top water. I might have to switch up to lures because I don't know if top water is going to be very productive here on the river. But I'll go ahead and see if I can go on down the seawall. See a lot of little bait. Looks like the tide's going out. I didn't really check the tides. It should be coming in, but I could be wrong. I looked at it briefly yesterday, and it was at a different location. I think it was the Tampa Bay. But I'm at a local park here in Tampa. I don't know the name of it. I can look for it here in a second. I just don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I've been here my entire life. I can't really think of the name. I'm gonna work my way down this river though. I want to get to the bridges because I know Snook can like the structure, and I might get a tarpon here. I'm not really sure, but I'm trying to get some Snook by the bridges. I feel like that's where I'm gonna have the most success as far as getting something. It'd be real cool to hit some docks. Ooh, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. That was a nice cast. I will say this rod does give you some extra power. This is a extra light rod that Star Rods makes, and I'm getting this thing out there. From what I've read, this is actually made for artificials. The way it's built, super light, extra kind of flexible on the tip of the rod. So it's supposed to be really really made for this. But they're not hitting the top water. They are not hitting the top water. I mean, maybe they're just not here. All right, nothing here. No success here. Had a couple little fish follow it. I like this one a lot. I like this lure a lot. It's like soft. It doesn't make any noise, but it has that flare at the end, and it really gives it some good action. And the spook's always fire. Everyone, I mean, if you know anything about spooks, they're just a really good thing to use on top water. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch spots. Look at this little crab. I think it's dead. Blue crab. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch up, go to another part of the river, a little bit more upriver. See if I can't get on some fish up the river by the bridges. I'm really wanting to catch a fish today, man. This morning, I think we will have a really good shot. If the top waters don't work, maybe the top waters aren't the action on the river, but I mean, we'll see. Gotta try it. I just haven't seen anybody fish it with top water, so if I can get a fish on some top water, that'd be great. All right, next spot coming soon. All right, I'm pulling up to my next spot. This is Ignacio Haya Park here on the Hillsborough River. I'm dealing with the tangle right now, treble hooks. Okay, I got it off, but there should be some better success here. I got someone fishing here. I'm not gonna roll up on them, but I'm gonna fish this little dock here, Ignacio Haya Park. See a lot of action over here. So I'm gonna give it a shot. See a lot of action over here. There's tons of stuff going on over here. Look, there's something going on crazy right there. I don't know what's going on. Come on, attack it. Hopefully this bird doesn't get it. Come on. Oh, someone just hit it. Something small just hit it. I think it might have been a little needlefish. Something too small. That's all it takes for the big ones to get fired up is a little smack. Let's see if it followed it. See what it is. Something's hungry over there. I don't know what it is. I couldn't see it. Whatever it was, didn't take it. All right, now I'm just using this other top water that was actually had some really good action. This guy's fishing over here, so I'm gonna fish the open channel area. There was a lot of action over here, but there are a lot of smaller fish. One of them attempted to hit the spook, but it's kind of small. So I'm gonna work this area over here, and then if not, after like maybe 30 minutes, I might switch to another spot. Let's see how this goes. All right, I'm gonna switch it up again. I'll see any success here. So I'm gonna just keep on working my way up the river. I may go into the other side actually. Not sure yet. There's a guy fishing on this side and I feel bad. I don't wanna feel like I'm taking up on his spots or his spot. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna make my way to another spot. I may walk there. All right, now I'm just I threw on an NLBN. I haven't had any success on the river today, but
gonna try to throw on something different. The Topwater wasn't really hitting, so I'm gonna throw some shrimp, some NLBN shrimp, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna work this area for a little bit. Topwater wasn't really hitting for anything. Oh, I got a fish instantly. Wow, that was quick. A little redfish. Wow. I literally first cast, rat red on the shrimp. Wow, that was crazy. First cast on the shrimp, NLBN shrimp, rat red. NLBN shrimp, first cast, rat red. Beautiful fish too. Let me go ahead and take this bad boy out. Open up the bail. Wow, that was crazy. The first cast that I did with the NLBN shrimp caught a nice redfish too, man. Wow, little rat red. That's crazy. First cast on the NLBN shrimp, we got a redfish. Well, you know they work. That was cool. First cast. There's a lot of stuff popping off on the other side of the river. I'm not gonna be able to get there, but I'm pretty happy with what I got going on with one redfish. Was getting skunked all morning, so I guess the NLBN shrimps work here. I guess Topwater is not really not the move, and I guess I'm just gonna have to keep on fishing this with jig heads. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep on fishing this with the NLBN shrimp. Maybe I'll do a paddle tail in a little bit, but I mean, I caught a redfish, so if it ain't broke, I ain't gonna fix it. Right? That's what they say. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Topwater wasn't producing, switched it up. Or maybe just the bite's turning on. I don't know. I saw a ton of bait going crazy over there on the rocks, so we'll see. Wow. There's got to be some type of big fish here. Holy crap. I just went to the car to get a new battery, and I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna go ahead and get in the mix. Wow, what is that? They're not doing anything anymore. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get something. They're going crazy right here. I wonder what it is. Fish on. That was a little fish. I saw it. Probably another little rat red. Oh, took it. He took it. Oh, what is it? A little jack. So it was a school of jacks. A whole school of jacks. This is a good fighting fish. This is a tiny one. I guess the jacks are all up in the river, huh? Interesting. I never knew they were in the rivers here in Florida. Those were all jacks that were firing off. Look at them dumping, running. A little baby. A little baby. I know. I'm gonna send you back to your family. You wanna say any last words to the camera? All right, here you go. That was funny. That was actually kind of funny. That was pretty funny. That was a good little fight. I mean, I didn't know that they live in the river ecosystem. That's pretty cool. Did not know that. And so that's 2 fish right here in this spot at this park on the Hillsborough River. Did not expect to catch a jack and a red here, but I guess there's a nice ecosystem here in the Hillsborough River. I think it's so crazy how there's actual fish in here, and I don't know if it's just maybe it's just because I've never fished it, but I didn't think that this river was so alive like it is today. I mean, I've caught 2 fish literally on a jig head, and I've never really thought that there's fish in here, except like alligator gars. I've caught 1 alligator gar here, but it's actually pretty crazy. I've been here my entire life, never fished the river. Huge fish over there. Oh, huge fish over here. Huge fish over here. Gotta be careful here. If I fall here, it's dangerous. Huge fish over here. There are tons of big fish. Tons of big fish fighting right now. This is treacherous. There's tons of rocks. All right, I gotta go. Well, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty excited that I found a pretty solid spot on the river. I mean, the river's always solid, I guess. I just never fished it, but I'm excited that I'm able to fish it. I'm gonna head back home, and maybe next time I'll bring a kayak out here and fish the river.